Today I'm spilling secrets. Have you been struggling with overeating and you just cannot seem to find a way out of it? Today's video, let's talk about some hacks that you can actually use, some that I have personally used and have really helped me to maintain what you see right here. But anyway, just really helped me to not overeat, to control myself, because there are things that I love, but I have had to just calm myself down. And these are some of the hacks that we'll be sharing today. My name is Amanda. If you do love nutrition, wellness, and adventure, then this channel should be your new home. Just be sure to subscribe down below. Okay, so hack number one, what I usually, this is like my topmost that I have been using for quite a while. Number one is I do not buy junk food for myself. Now that sounds weird, but it actually works. So you'll not find me, I'm such a sweet tooth, like I love everything sweet. So chocolate fudge is top of my list, you know, fudge chocolates. I'm just like a sweet gummy bears, all those exciting sweet things I do love. But a way that I found to help me is, you know what, I'll just pass by them when I am at the supermarket and maybe go and buy maybe mushrooms, go and buy maybe coriander or cornmeal or dania or mung beans, and just wait until the time when people gift, because definitely you're going to get gifts. There's going to be Valentine's Day, there's going to be Christmas, there's going to be Easter, there's going to be, you know, in Uganda, we have Mother's Day, which we celebrate. So there's going to be so much, and people will be bringing you these things. So one way is, you know, just wait until you're gifted. When they gift you, you will eat guilt-free. You will eat without any ounce of, you know, I'm doing something wrong, I'm sinning, you know, and I'm cheating on myself, because, you know, you have taken a while without having them. And I mean, they've given you a present. You're not going to let it go back to the sender, are you? So yes, one trick is wait until you're gifted so you can eat these things. Don't buy them for yourself. Don't stock them for yourself, because you'll definitely have them in the house from someone else. So that's tip number one. Hack number two is when you are, you know, serving yourself food in the kitchen, in the living room, wherever you're going to eat from. I've learned this particular hack from another nutritionist. She's called Claudia Kalisa. Shout out to you. I learned it from her and I found it very practical as well. So usually probably we have our huge plates that we eat from, especially the men. I'm speaking to you. If you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to make sure you don't overeat, then you might want to find this hack, you know, something that you can do at home. So get your big plate that you'll probably use, your dinner plate, your, you know, lunch plate, and then instead of serving your food here, just add a smaller plate on top of that. So use the big plate you've actually been using as your, you know, plate placer, you know, just to place your other plate in it. And you'll find that unconsciously you think you are still attached to your big plate, and yet really the food is being served on the smaller plate. So you have smaller portions in a very simple way, and you'll find that you're actually maintaining your weight, reducing your weight, and not overeating as well. Another one that's very important, it's a bit thrilling, it's, you know, something that brings your adrenaline up a bit, is create mini challenges for yourself. So don't wait for, you know, a time when you say, you know what, I overeat and I don't know what's wrong with me. Just create challenges that will make you, you know, just satisfy your ego, make you feel fulfilled that you've actually achieved something. So say, you'll say, this week I'm going to have more than 3 new vegetables in my menu. I'm going to look and shop for those and try and adventure those. So maybe have a challenge, say this month I'm going to be having more vegetable in my plate. This month I'm going to be having half of my plate having vegetable. This month I'm going to drink more water. This month I'm going to have 7 types of herbal tea stocked up in my kitchen, so I can be having those more. Just create mini challenges for yourself, and you'll find that because you need to, you know, satisfy that ego, you need to satisfy that end of yourself, to tell yourself that I made it, you'll find that you're not overeating just by creating those challenges. That has helped me a lot as well, and I think it will help you too. Another one I cannot stress enough is meal plan. If you're living in this day and age, and you say you want to be healthy, and you say you want to, you know, feel more well and whole, you cannot be there and you do not meal plan. You have to know what you're going to eat for the next 5 days. You have to know which foods they are. You have to know where you're going to get them from. So it all comes with preparation. You just have to prepare yourself, you know. Know that I'm going to eat peas, mushroom, minced meat, beans, and maybe chicken this week, and then next week it will be fish and this and this. So plan, at least plan for the next 3 days. If it's that hard, if you're really a beginner, plan for the first 3 days, and then head on to the next 5 days, and then head on to the next 1 week. But meal plan. When you have your meals planned, those are the things that will be stocked in your home, and so those are the things that you're more likely to eat. But if you're going to just wait and just storm the house and say, oh, now let's go and look for peas and beans, you'll find that you don't have the energy because the day was so difficult, and then you'll just say, you know what, this is a very valid excuse. I'm so tired. And you'll eat whatever is in the house. You'll eat the pizza, you'll eat the noodles, you'll just eat whatever is around. And eating on impulse or eating without plan is one of the quickest ways to making you overeat and eat the wrong things at the same time. So meal plan, meal prep, do meal preparations. Yes, cook your food in advance. As much as you're going to meal plan and know what you're going to eat during the week, make sure you've also cooked it and stored it up in the fridge, so you can just probably microwave it or warm it, just so that, you know, this healthy eating is actually flowing and continuous for you and much more convenient and easy. So that's another one that we need to do so much. The second last one is speak up to yourself. You guys, we underestimate the importance of self-talk, you know, mind to heart conversations, heart to mind conversations, conversations with you. We think people talking to themselves is a mad people's thing, but you people, it is medicine, it is therapy. And when you're talking to yourself, that also reminds me, look out for empowering messages to tell yourself. Ask yourself empowering questions. Yes, there is something like that does exist. So say, instead of saying, you know what, I'm never good with these diets. What's wrong with me? I just tend to overeat. Why am I a glutton? You know, what's wrong with how was I wired? Why can't I do this? Why am I not, you know, achieving like another person? How about you ask yourself, what foods can I stock up in my home so I can eat better? How about you ask yourself instead, what do I need to change to be able to, you know, reduce the amounts of food I eat? Like, ask yourself questions that make it a possibility, not questions that bring self-pity and a pity party on yourself. Ask questions that make it seem like a possibility. If it does seem like a possibility, trust me, you will achieve it if you keep pushing yourself. So ask yourself empowering questions, talk to yourself, tell yourself how brilliant, how awesome, and look out for, you know, the great and positive things to tell yourself, because you're putting in the work. And, you know, no one else appreciates or knows just how much more than you do. So as much as you're doing the work, talk to yourself as well. Tell yourself what you need to hear, because the body actually listens to what the mind says. So that's our second last hack that I will share with you. The very last hack now is aromatherapy. Yeah, it might sound like, how does smelling something now just, you know? But if you're going to smell some of these essential oils, they get to pass, you know, the blood and brain barrier. And once they get to the brain, they have a way of, you know, just coming down the satiety center and making you feel fuller and making you feel content and, you know, just generating a general mode of happiness. And, you know, you're more on a positive side. So your mood is on more of the positive. And if you are more on the positive side, then you're going to be, you know, less stressed, worried, you know, irritated, which usually will lead us to going to eat unnecessarily. So if you're feeling generally content and, you know, just great within yourself, which is what aromatherapy can do, is very possible, you end up finding that, you know what, you actually will not be overeating just by smelling, you know, great scents. So lavender, rosemary, lemongrass, cinnamon, they actually do help us suppress appetite. So yes, those were my hacks for you, just to help you, you know, with overeating. I hope they were helpful. Let me know in the comment section. Share this with someone that you think needs this particular piece of information. Until our next video or our next adventure, do remember that wellness is such an adventure. You just have to be a part of it. Okay, bye-bye.